This is a monumental occasion, as this is the first time in the better part of the past decade that I am sitting here recording a video with the intentions of uploading it to this channel. There's no real big comeback. There's no real reason to record this either, because I know no one's gonna watch it. I just want to talk about a couple things. First of all, like I said, this is the first time I've really made something to upload to this channel that's been basically completely dead for about 9 years. I've still been active on the internet for the past 9 years. I've been making music. I still make music. I actually have a gig coming up in California, which is crazy. I'll put information somewhere either on the screen or in the description for that. So if anyone's in California, come say hello. We're there. I streamed on Twitch regularly for a while, so regularly that I burned myself out of that as well, the same way I burned myself out of YouTube. So that's, live and learn. I have made multiple channels that have fizzled out of existence, specifically one with my brother, which was one of my favorite things I've ever done, but we both kind of just grew out of that. I've started collecting a lot more shit, as you can see based on the over here. This is only a small fraction. I've moved a handful of times. I can grow a beard now. That's cool. I started playing football again. I played in one professional football game, technically, so pretty fucking cool. We finally got to break away from my mom's side of the family for a lot of reasons on both their part and ours, so that's neat. I got braces put on as an adult, so they're currently in my mouth, and it sucks. And my teeth look worse than they did before, but give it a couple more years and they'll be perfectly not bad. I'm making this video as a brief explanation of what is going to become of this channel. Over the last couple years, I have gotten an interest in lost media, but more specifically, media that has been created but people don't know that it exists. That's come specifically from being a music producer and understanding that some of my favorite people who have, let's say they have 6 albums that have been released, they probably have another 10 to 15 of just music sitting on their hard drive that no one's ever heard, and a lot of it will never be heard. And so I have a lot of videos on current hard drives and old hard drives where it's stuff that I recorded back in 2014, 15, 16, maybe 17 area that just flopped. I didn't do anything with it. I grew out of caring for it. And this channel's going to become a weird archive of what I used to be, in a way. There's a lot of stuff that will get less than 10 views, probably including this video now. But it's such a weird, I have a weird feeling about it where I hate having stuff that I've made that, one, I haven't watched, and two, that will never be seen by anybody ever. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it. That's just how I feel about it, and I hate that it's all sitting on my hard drive, just collecting digital dust, and nothing's going anywhere with it. Like I said, I know nothing will go anywhere with it to begin with. But I don't know, it's just some weird, I want to be able to look back into that archive of my life. Same thing with a couple friends that are involved with it. And so yeah, I'm just going to start uploading. They're probably not going to be edited in any way. They're just going to be raw files and raw footage. Maybe some old live streams from when I was on Twitch for a while. Just stuff that I have sitting on current and old hard drives, because I just hate it sitting there with nothing happening to it. There is a decent amount of new-ish content. Specifically, I've made a couple compilations of me and friends playing video games. But I'm gonna get permission from them beforehand, just in case they don't want to be included in it. Like I said, it'll get 25 views, but you know, I've grown from secretly recording group sessions and uploading them without telling them to they know I'm recording, they've seen the compilation, but I'm still going to ask them if I can upload it publicly, just because whether it's a joke that's made or they said something, you know, just unhinged or whatever. But in terms of other new content, I don't know if I'll per se come back to making content, at least not on this channel. I don't know. I know my brother and I have both tossed around ideas of starting our own channels just to talk about like our collection. Like I've got, you can see 10, barely 12 vinyls over there. You can see 2 right here. Those are 10 out of 45 that are visible in my bedroom right now. I've got lots of pins, lots of other random collections, a shit ton of hats that I'm looking at that are all behind camera. It's one of the busiest bedrooms that you might ever see. It's arguably insane. But yeah, we've both talked about ideas of how we would just make a channel specifically for his collection, talking about what he has, my collection, talking about what I have. I inherited a handful of vinyls from my grandparents, and so I don't know, maybe I would make a channel where I review or rank or rate what my grandparents used to listen to. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's what I'll do. I've talked about it, I've thought about it, I want to do it. It's just such a weird, creating content is such a weird space right now, because it's so, I don't know, 10 years ago I was like, oh, I'm so late to the game, and now here we are in 2025, and you know, people are still making new channels, obviously, and new things are happening, and people are becoming popular out of nowhere because of virality and TikTok and shit like that. But yeah, that's really all I got. I'm gonna record a video for my music channel as well, because I'm basically just gonna start uploading music that people have also never heard there. So if you're interested in that, I'll put links to all of my music stuff, either SoundCloud or YouTube, whatever, and you can watch and follow there. That's it. You know, I haven't made a video like this in a while, and I don't know how to end it really. So yeah, let's turn off the. This is a webcam, by the way. I don't even know what I'm just pretending like it's a camera.